So welcome to another retro shelf video. This was a birthday present from my good friend Wayne, so thank you to Wayne for that. And as you can see, it's the Art of Atari by Tim Lapetino, foreword by Ernest Cline, the author of Ready Player One and Armada, afterword by Robert V. Conte. And we'll read the blurb. Have you played Atari today? For me, revisiting the beautiful artwork presented in this book is almost as good as taking a trip in Doc Brown's time machine back to that halcyon era at the dawn of the digital age. But we warned, viewing these images may leave you with an overwhelming desire to revisit the ancient pixelated battlefields they each depict as well. From the foreword by Ernest Cline. Since 1972, Atari has pioneered video game technology which revolutionized entertainment and birthed the modern gaming industry. The company created arcade games, home consoles, and personal computers to entertain millions, creating instant classics like Asteroid, Centipede, Missile Command, and Yars' Revenge. To bridge the gap between the imagination and the new era of video games, Atari employed an array of talented artists and designers to emblazon game cartridges, packaging, and advertising with their mind-blowing visions. These sci-fi, sports, and adventure worlds elevated classic video games to the realm of high art. Art of Atari is the first official collection of original art created for its groundbreaking video games. Sourced from museums and private collections worldwide, this volume spans more than 4 decades of incredible art and design. Whether you're a fan, a collector, or new to the world of Atari, this book offers the most complete retrospective of Atari artwork ever produced. So let's have a look inside. End pages there with loads of screenshots of familiar games. Classic Fuji logo. We appear to have a ribbon as well. I'm just going to pull that out. I'll have to deal with that when we get to it. So the contents, foreword, introduction, history, art, design, George Opperman, coin-op, home consoles, box artwork, profiles of Cliff Swan, Rick Gadisi, Susan Jekyll, Steve Hendricks, E.T. Unearthing a Mystery, Pac-Man, Licensing a Legend, Terry Hoff, Hiro Kimura, James Kelly, Warren Chang, Mark Erickson, Industrial Design, Analog Process, Evelyn Cito Profile, Prototypes, Advertising Promotion, The Afterword, Endnotes, Acknowledgements about the author, image credits, and index. So detail of the cover art by Hiro Kimura, the foreword, the introduction, the birth of Atari, going back to its earliest games. There's Pong, there's Jobson Wozniak, early retail advert for the VCS, assembly line, the imagination gap. Music you can watch, the video music system, Space Riders, the Harry Fat font and the Bauhaus bold font. This typography was important. There's George Opperman. The logo, from coin to consumer, promotion of Gotcha, which had its controllers changed because of the shape, flyers, evolution to consumer, home consoles, bringing the action home, the systems, advert there, dedicated consoles, box artwork from pixels to paintbrush. So these are many of the familiar games, Indy 500 there, Street Racer and Starship, Surround, Video Olympics, Cliff Swan's profile with some of his games, Casino Codebreaker, so Hunt and Score, Flag Capture Football. And you see how they had a sort of unified design of the box and the typography, including a catalogue number, Space War, Superman. That's cool to see. Colour production mock-ups of a game screen. Basic programming, bowling, human cannonball, miniature golf, video chess. Apparently video chess has beaten ChatGPT at a game of chess. Rick Gadisi. Dargerman Golf, Othello, Pele's Soccer, early endorsement, the classic Space Invaders artwork by Norman, Video Checkers, Video Pinball, Susan Jekyll, Asteroids by Chris Kenyon, Prior Art for Asteroids Deluxe by Marty Vijayama, Greg Winters for the Atari 7800, Missile Command, fantastic artwork. It's the arcade, that's the interior art, interior manual art, cover art for the 5200 version, Warlords, one of my favourites. There's Steve Hendricks, Berserk. Interesting, obviously, that 5200 conversions then had their own version of the art. Combat 2, Countermeasure, Defender 5200, and you see, tried to be more abstract. E.T., Unearthing a Mystery, Haunted House, Frog Pond, it's Pac-Man. Fascinating art from Hiro Kimura there. Licensing a Legend, Kix and Phoenix. Phoenix, this was unused artwork, so interesting to see that. Raiders of the Lost Ark, Real Sports Baseball, a series of sports games under the Real Sports title. Space Duel, which is an evolution of Asteroids. Star Raiders, classic artwork, that one. Submarine Commander, Super Breakout, Vanguard, based on the SNK coin-op, Yar's Revenge, developed by Howard Scott Warshaw, one of truly original 2600 games, artist Terry Hoff, Battlezone, Crazy Climber, Hiro Kimura profile, Crystal Castles, colour guide for the sprites in the Dig Dug manual. Lists the Pantone colours, but they only printed the manual art in 2 colours. Interesting little note there. Screen mock-up. Colour study for Donkey Kong Jr. Dukes of Hazzard. Galaxian. Joust. Jungle Hunt. Kangaroo. Mario Brothers. Now, of course, they licensed it from Nintendo. Moon Patrol. Miss Pac-Man. Oscar's Trash Race, Pigs in Space, Pole Position, another important license. James Kelly, Soccer and Tennis, Rubik's Cube, very unusual one that, Sorcerer's Apprentice, Sword Quest. It's supposed to be 4 games in the series, weren't all released. Waterworld, originally released exclusively through the Atari fan club, and Airworld work had begun, and that was the unreleased cover artwork. It's Warren Chang's profile, just skipped a page there. Taz, Track and Field, Gravatar, Memo, describing basic characters and potential gameplay for use by Greg Winters in developing his initial artwork concepts for Gremlins. Millipede, Junior Pac-Man, Pingo, Stargate, Midnight Magic. It's Mark Erickson, who says he's an illustrator. Crossbow, based on the arcade game from Exidy. Food Fight, Gallagher, Dark Chambers, Fatal Run. Now a section on industrial design, with the consoles, the classic joystick, the Super System, the Pro System, the 800, video music, making things the analog way, describing some of the processes. Lovely to see the notes and memos. Profile Irvin Cito, prototypes and alternative packaging. Provision, Jaguar VR, and then advertising and promotion. Don't watch TV tonight, play it. the afterword, the endnotes, the acknowledgements, and about the author Tim Lapetino. Been a fan of Atari since childhood. Atari art since childhood. An award-winning creative director and graphic designer, his design and branding work has been published in more than a dozen books and magazines. He co-authored the design inspiration book Damn Good, Top Designers Discuss Their All-Time Favourite Projects, has written for How, Geek Monthly, Retro and other publications. He is the founder and executive director of the Museum of Video Game Art, dedicated to chronicling the intersection of design and pop culture. Image credits, index, and the end papers. So there we have it. That's The Art of Atari by Tim Lapetino. Thanks again to Wayne, and I hope you enjoyed this video. Stay tuned to the channel for more bookshelf, retro shelf, merch stand, unboxing and gameplay videos.